If you are seeing this tarot reading, this is what's coming towards you in the next 48 hours. You have the Empress, the Chariot, the Death card, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Swords, guidance for you, the Lovers, the Devil, and the Knight of Swords. We got the Lovers and Devil duality on the table. We are talking about an important connection for some of you, even on a soul level, but this connection has been challenged by a pattern, a dynamic that cannot be considered like a positive one. I feel that you are well aware of that. And now it's time to make a final decision about this connection. We got a couple of energies that are basically pointing the situation towards a complete transformation. Death card, Chariot. It's over, I want to move on. There's no more love because the connection has basically transformed itself into a challenging situation without the real willingness, maybe coming from your person of interest, to change, adapt, and work things out together with you. Your person of interest can get upset when they hear from you that you do not see a future for this connection anymore. I feel that the situation between the two of you has gone or can go a little bit quiet. Someone can start to look around in order to figure out why the situation is going cold and quiet. I feel that this is your person of interest. On the other hand, you can be strategically quiet because you are thinking about a way out. And the way out seems to be truly represented by the Death card and the Chariot together in order to pursue a more trustworthy, a more stable situation that can offer you the chance to manifest a healthy growth. This connection may be super passionate, has become stagnant because of the Devil energy, which is casting a shadow over the Lovers one. Let's pull some tea leaves. Let's see what factors can play a role in a situation like this one. Your person of interest is not going to give up easily though. Knight of Swords plus the Devil, my goodness. We got the Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling, 100%. Because the Devil for me is an urge about excesses, behaviors, ways of doing things that can go from 0 to 100 in the snap of the fingers, and this can cause problems. Then we got the Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Your person of interest can try to say that the two of you should take a chance if we think about the opportunity to keep this connection alive, but that choice, from your perspective, would be extremely risky. Then, bonus card of Wealth. Maybe it is a factor. Maybe the two of you are in a good position in your life. What seems to be questionable is the alchemy of the connection. There is no balance, basically. Then we got the Throne, position of authority. It makes the point. Your person thinks they are in charge. Maybe your person felt like they were on a pedestal. Maybe you gave them a lot of attention during the connection. they got addicted to that on top of a great chemistry between the two of you, a great level of attraction, passion, desire. The connection doesn't flow anymore. Someone is winning, another person is basically on the losing side of the agreement. And then we got the box. You will receive a gift. It's possible that your person of interest can try to buy you something, that we can say if we follow the oracle cards. I feel that your person of interest is putting the connection inside of a small box that doesn't work for you anymore. Maybe it didn't work even in the beginning, but you kinda went with the flow, hoping for improvements that never came. Let's find out a little bit more about a couple of energies. Let's see what we can get. Let's see the Empress first. We got the Ace of Swords. We need to talk. The Empress must become your energy. You have to know your worth. You have to realize if this connection is a positive situation for you, if there can be a healthy growth available, or if it is a stagnant situation. And then we have to remember always that the Empress doesn't settle for just a casual opportunity. The Empress doesn't settle for a barely acceptable connection. The Empress gives her attention, her energies, her focus only in favor of a situation that can achieve the highest potential. And this one doesn't seem to be one of those situations. What about the Chariot? The Sun, clarity. Clarity about where we can amplify our inner happiness. Moving on can be the best possible decision for you. The Empress and the Sun are two energies about expansion. If we think about the chains of the Devil energy, we are basically held back. There is no growth. There is no expansion. It's almost like a prison on an energy level. And that must change. Let's go for the Death card. The word, on point, even better than my English. This is the end. This is a completion. Lessons learned for those of you involved in a powerful soulmate connection, potentially even a karmic cycle for some of you. This is graduation day. What about the Queen of Cups out of curiosity? Four of Pentacles. There is no more love. There is a desire for protection, cutting our losses, no real cooperation with the other person. Maybe commitment issues also for others of you. What about the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords? Let's go for the Page of Swords first. King of Pentacles. Someone that can be in a good position. I want to repeat myself. It can be about the two of you, but I feel that you have been dealing with someone that can be financially strong. And they can play with that factor. But for other reasons, they are not stable enough if we think about a committed relationship, a healthy committed relationship. What about the Four of Swords? Six of Cups, my favorite card in the deck. Questioning the intentions of the other person. This can be a soulmate, past life connection also, if you are willing to go down that road. I know that I would, so I'll tell you. Questioning the opportunity to find a pure vibe in this connection. Your person of interest has been vibing in a way that is incredibly low, more physical, you know? Let's go for the Lovers and the Devil. Three of Cups for the Lovers. High Priestess for the Devil. It's been fun for a while. Then you started to pay more and more attention to the connection, and you saw that what you thought could have been a lover's connection was in reality still is a devilish connection. And so now, with just a few words, in order to avoid the arguments, you have to convey a precise message to your person of interest in order to let them know that the cycle between the two of you is basically over. Bottom of the smaller deck, the Chariot again, recurrent energy. You are moving on. You are basically throwing off the pedestal your person of interest. They are not going to like that. They are going to scream and shout. They are going to kick their feet. But this time, they are not going to win, because it seems that you have had enough of the situation. It is not the one that you were hoping for. You gave your best. But if we think about a reliable, healthy, balanced, fulfilling connection, this one has been falling short big time. It's been a while, and you are about to call it off. All right, my friend, this is what I have for you. Until next time, I wish you well. Bye.